and it's lovely to see so many people without masks. Our faces are so significant in our communication, and it's lovely to see so many people being able to express themselves and listen clearly what is going on without the face mask. So thank you very much for that. This is a very special area in Sherborne Ward. This is called Petrie Park. And in Petrie Park, we not only have this ward, which is used by many members of our community, the schools, as well as local fundraising organisations and sporting groups. We also have the RSL. We also have the Scout, Montmorency Scout Hall. We also have Montmorency Bowling Club, and we have the Pigeon Club. And you may have noticed on this side of the wall, we have our departments celebrates and acknowledges our Anzacs who fought in World War II. So every single Anzac Day, except for last year, obviously, but every single Anzac Day, the Oval, the Hill, the car park, and under here, under the awning here, is filled with people. And we are all here to celebrate. And that's just one day from here. So you're in a very special place in Sherborne. This is a place of celebration. And it's my privilege to welcome you here to celebrate your special event as well. And thank you for inviting me to this. I was reading the values of CCC while I was sitting here obviously, and they align perfectly with Penrith City Council's values. So this is home. So consider this home. It's my home, it's our home, it's your home. And I would like to thank you again very much for inviting me, and thank you for your patience. It's been a month behind. I appreciate the celebration should have been last month. However, we can really, quite frankly, celebrate whenever we choose. So thank you again for inviting me. Enjoy the rest of your celebrations.
Thank you so much, Alison, for sharing. Nice to see you all agree. Sense of feeling home and where we are in the loving community and how significant and important that is becoming. Now, can you please all put your hands together for the founding director of CCC, which is Celebrating and Conserving Cultures, Isma Ruba, who is a very good friend. With her, how tiring and exhausting it can be, but it's the love and passion for what she does to bring us all together and relentlessness that she has that we're here today. So please put your hands together for Eva. There's so many points that I'm not proud of my height. I don't know. My name is Eva. Hello, Assalamu alaikum, namaste, Adam to all. I'm a part of Celebrating and Conserving Cultures, which is a not-for-profit organization, and I'll be referring to it as CCC to make it shorter. I'll be using English as language, but I have an unapologetic accent and intonation of my origin. So if my articulation doesn't make sense, bear with me. I'll acknowledge that I'm standing on a stolen land where I live, learn, and work. I pay my respect to elders past, present, and emerging. And I'll start by giving you a little background of CCC. For me, it's an outcome of the struggles of immigrant families. It is my response to all those acts of kindness which people around me decided to take from me, for us. It's 2015 when I and my husband arrived in Australia with a 3.5-year-old boy who is now 9.5. In my lap, that boy, and lots of dreams in our eyes. Little did we know that the sort of challenges we were to face here, economic, social, psychological. And in the midst of our hesitation, confusion, and isolation, we welcomed a beautiful girl, Meher Fatima. She's there. She was the one who forced us to redo the knowledge we had of you. She asked us to give ourselves and this new country another chance. And we kept thriving, we kept evolving in our attempts to access support, to access opportunities, but I cannot claim that we did it on our own. It was only possible because of some golden hearts, some golden-hearted people around us who took care of us, who decided to be those people who cared enough to bring those values back into our lives which were lost on our journey from Pakistan to Australia. And they showed me, they proved me the power of choice over the power of experience. For a very long time, you might have found me quoting the words which I believed in as we are the outcomes of our experiences. I practice it, literally. But today I'm going to edit that. And I would say we are what we choose to become. Things which happen to us are not always what we want. They are not our choice. But it's in our very adversities, also in adversities I would say, that we are just one decision away from a changed life. And we choose what we are going to become. CCC is our choice. CCC is the choice of the like-minded people I got when I moved from one country to another. We believed in the values of equity of opportunities, empathy, education, empowerment. We believe it's the duty, it's the responsibilities of the leaders to create such an environment where empathy is a perspective when reaching out to another human being. Today we are facing challenging times because of COVID. And we as humans are forced to reflect back to the lives which were lived by our ancestors. The attachment or the adherence which we had with the structure, with the planning, with the timing, has been taken away to some extent. No time is, a certain time. Eid, as we were saying, was planned a month ago, but here we are celebrating it with no regrets. So I would say that we need to, and that's a little bit reflection of how our ancestors lived, how my mother used to live. She used to take day as that came. I remember her visiting her house for too many friends, trying to make us, like me, Mel, what she was dealing with, homeschooling, but still the most beautiful smile on her face. And when I was stuck with all those things and sitting down, and I was like, wow, I can't handle it. But then with her reflection, persuaded me that if she could, I can too. And that's how I passed through that. And multiple lockdowns, what it brought to us, to me, it also brought a reflection of lives and intention. Imagine a lockdown with no timeline, no faith, and no empathy. Lockdowns have brought me the realization of freedom. The freedom that everybody should live the way they want, they like, and the freedom as a right. Everybody should be free. Unfortunately, Australian immigration policy is on continuous decline when it comes to human rights. Australia is a part of Human Rights Convention and is bound to respond to those who are in need. So we urge that it's the responsibility of the leaders, and it's our duty to choose such leaders who are willing to create an environment where empathy is not a choice, it's the only way. I would try to close my thoughts through the words of Kipling. For all those who are struggling, to all those who are in some kind of isolation, detention, from all of us who are the learners of humanity. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance to their doubted too, if you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give away to hating, and yet don't look good, not too wise. If you can bear to hate the truth you spoke, twisted by nails to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop, and build them again with worn-out tools. If you can make one leap of all your winnings and risk it on one time of pitching toss, and lose and start again at your beginning, and never breath a word of loss. If you can force your heart and nerves and singing to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will that says to them, hold on. If you can talk to the crowds and keep your virtue, if you can walk with the kings and yet not lose the common touch, if neither foes nor your loving friends can hurt you, if many men count with you but not too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with the 60-second worth of a distance travel, the earth is yours and everything it has. From us, from all of us, I would love to see those. You have a right to be here, and we have a duty to tell you that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's what I love about her. She's so passionate in everything that she does, and even her words and what she said, and I love that her. It's beautiful. I can tell that you feel very close about everything that you do, and I can't wait to working more with you. Moving forward, I'd like to introduce a very important not-for-profit organisation that works very tirelessly in this community. They're called Hyped Up, and they work with young people in the community whether at risk or general youth in the community, and provide opportunities for young people to express themselves and explore their potential. We have a team of 5 here today. There's Said, Omer, who is there in the back, who is also our COVID marshal. There's Ahmad, there. Muhammad, there. Now he's wearing my COVID marshal as guest. I don't know why. And then America. And the lovely Amira, who is doing paintings here for all the people. Please put your hands together for Said, who is also the head of Multicultural Division, and he will tell you a little bit more about it.
Hey, how's everyone doing? My name is Saeed, I'm 19, and I live in Arabic West. I work with the Multicultural Division at Hyped Up, and I'll tell you guys a bit about it. I'll take a little of your time. At Hyped Up, Hyped Up, we aim to empower the youth in our communities, and we empower the youth in our communities and aim them and so I'm not really good at speaking. But yes. Hyped Up, we aim to empower the youth in our communities and get them what they need to succeed pretty much. Such as get them the right qualifications. We try to inspire creativity a lot. And we encourage one of them. I'll tell you a bit about what we have coming up. So we have the careers pack coming up at the end of the month for families and young people to come up and talk to tradies, we have a lawyer coming down, an accountant, a couple of nurses, and yeah, lots to see further on there. And yeah, pretty much that's it. You can ask any of the boys about more information, and yeah, have a good day.
Young people with a quick thoughts. Very good, sir. Keep it up.
Thank you, Faith. You're nervous, really? Here you go. Can I please invite now Ms. Nicole Parker from Riverwood, and she will tell a little bit about herself and what she does in the organisation. Please give her a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, and thanks so much, Ismail, for inviting me here today. I'd first like to start off by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land that we gather on here today, the elders past and present. So, yeah, as they mentioned, I'm Nicole, and I'm the Employment Coordinator and Job Advocate here at Himlo Community Connect. So, Himlo Community Connect is a community-led project run through Brandon Community Health that exists to improve education, employment, health and social cohesion outcomes for the Somali Australian community of Parkwood West. Currently, I'm listing a number of programs available to the Somali Australian and migrant communities free of cost. So Himlo was actually born through some research that was conducted in partnership with Trade University, which found a number of employment gaps within the local community of the council region. A few significant findings from the research were the following. So unemployment rates they found with the Somali Australian community were 4 times higher. They also found that Somali Australians with a bachelor's degree had about the same employability rate as an average Australian who had completed year 10. Therefore, these social qualifications were highly underutilised. They also found that there was some discrimination in the interview process, with their preconception of names, accents, skin colour, religion and clothing. So that was found in qualitative research as well as national data. And the last point that I want to make as well is that the research found that Somali Australians have limited employment networks. Therefore, there was definitely a greater need for facilitation of networks, mentors, peer relationships, events, leadership programs, internships, and other programs designed to increase social capital and access opportunities. So all these statistics demonstrate what employment barriers are faced by the Somali Australian community. It is also reflective of many of the barriers faced by the migrant communities overall. So Himlo aims to reduce these gaps and barriers through a number of supports that we offer through the Himlo Job Club program. So some of these supports include cover letter and resume building, interview preparation and tips, access to employment workshops and information sessions, job application assistance, vacancy referrals, and access to postgraduate and undergraduate step-in program. So if anybody is looking for any employment assistance, they're more than welcome to contact me or speak to Usma for any further details. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Nicole. You'll be hearing from me. I don't know about everybody else, but here I am with Maxi Man. I'll be with you soon. I've got quite a lot to tell this girl about myself. She won't leave me alone. So, just to reiterate, guys, the toilets are straight down the hall to the left.